So hi everybody, welcome to Peace Out Kitchen. We're going to be making some homemade mac and cheese today. How I got to this point was my daughter's always on YouTube and she's like, hey Dad, you should make a video. I'm like, well, what can I do? She's like, well, you can cook. I'm like, well, I do make some unique things. So she taught me into making a video and here I am. This mac and cheese, it's easy. I don't do anything that's hard. It's easy, it tastes good, so let's get started. Alright, we got 1 pound of macaroni here. Now what I'm going to do next is a little different than what anyone else does making mac and cheese. A lot of people make this complicated. They go to the stove, they make a roux, they melt the sauce, they do this and that. I'm going to add 1 can of cheddar cheese soup. And this is going to make it creamy. It's going to make it a little bit more cheesy than just the regular cheese. And I'm using Campbell's here. I just want to let everyone know I'm not being paid, endorsed, compensated for any product up here, but if anybody wants to, I'll give you my number of my lawyer. You guys can get together and I'll gladly sell out. But that's how I am. I got a can of pet milk. I'm going to add this pet milk in here, and the reason why I'm using pet milk is that I worked with a girl. She said her grandma made the best macaroni and cheese in the world, and I said, well, what does she put in it? She was naming the ingredients and she says she puts pet milk. I'm like, okay, you know, what difference does the pet milk make? And she says, well, I don't know, but it's the greatest macaroni and cheese in the world. So that was good enough for me. So ever since I've made it, I've always put pet milk in. I really don't even know what it is, but it does make my macaroni and cheese kind of creamy when it's mixed with the soup. And I've just used it ever since. Probably regular milk would be a good substitute. One thing about cooking, you can put whatever you want and stuff, and it's fine. All right, I got like maybe 1 tablespoon of salt I'm going to dump in here. I'm going to put some freshly ground pepper. Now, as you might notice, this pepper mill I have, it's about 30 years old. It's worn out, it's dinged up, it's discolored. But one thing about fresh ground pepper, it's a lot better than the stuff that you already buy that's ground up. So if you are just starting as a cook or you want to take your food to another level, just a small little thing by adding freshly ground pepper will add quite a bit to your cooking. Alright, I think that's mixed up pretty good. Now I'm going to start adding cheese. For starters, you can put whatever cheese you want in. But to me, macaroni and cheese has to have sharp cheddar. That's what you have to have. So here I have, I think it's an 8-ounce package. I'm going to dump the whole package in. So I got 8 ounces of sharp cheddar, and then at this point, after that, you can put whatever you want in. I like regular cheddar, so I got some mild cheddar. I'm just going to throw just about a handful in there. I got some mozzarella. I like mozzarella. So I'm going to throw a handful of mozzarella in here. And I'm going to throw some freshly ground parmesan. And another thing, when we talk about the pepper on the parmesan, go to some place that grinds their own parmesan, because this stuff tastes like heaven compared to that cylinder that you get that sits in your fridge for about 5 years. Never spoils. You got to wonder what's in the thing to start with. And I'm going to add one more thing real quick that I forgot to get out on the counter, and that is some of the Squeeze Parquet, which as a kid we used to use this stuff all the time, and I just all of a sudden didn't see it in the store anymore, and I guess it's been there all along. I just didn't really notice it. But that'll add a little bit of butter and a little bit of more crispiness to this. And now the trick is to stir it up without making a big mess. Because in the Peace Out Kitchen, I don't do the dishes and I don't do the cleanup. But the people that do the dishes and cleanup are kind of harsh. So I always try to be as clean as possible, because these people will tell you in a heartbeat. And just like my recipes too. The people in the kitchen here, I try all these recipes out on them, and if they don't like it, they'll let me know. And they've let me know over the years that I've practiced this mac and cheese recipe that they like it a lot. So that's why I'm doing it today. Alright, we have a casserole dish. And I made this so much that this 1 pound of macaroni is going to fit perfectly in this casserole dish, just because I've used it so much. Another thing I've done at this point, I've added panko breadcrumbs on the top. You know, that's up to you if you want to do that. I've also took a shallot, diced it up real fine, and mixed it up with my mac and cheese. It gives the mac and cheese a little bit of an oniony flavor to it, which, you know, I like onion. Some people don't. It's up to you. All right, I'm going to cover it. We got the oven going at 350, and we're going to pop this in for about 45 minutes here. And check it out after that. So I'll see everybody in 45. Alright, it's been about an hour since we popped that mac and cheese in the oven. Just, you know, full disclosure, this has been my first video and I screwed up right off the rip. Egg beaters, 2 eggs worth of egg beaters go in there, which I actually put in after I mixed it up. So it is in there. I just want to let you know that that's added to it. So let me pull this out. It is heavy. Nice batch of mac and cheese. I'm hungry. Let me get my dinner going here. I got some smoked pork chops that I made on the grill. Maybe I'll make that for you next time. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's good. Let me have one more bite. Maybe one more. Alright, so there's my mac and cheese recipe. It's really, it's cheesy, it's good. This whole pot, it'll be gone by this time tomorrow. I just want to say this is my first video. I'm going to try to make some others. I got things in store. If you like it, subscribe, send me a note. If you don't like it, that's fine too. I take the good with the bad. And until next time, this is Peace Out Kitchen. This is Bro. Peace.